Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Status Bro Show. I am your host, Kevin Ebeling, joined, as always, with my gallant crew. To my left, the one and only Corey Vandersleen.
Hey, what's up, Internet?
And the former wild card. I'm officially rebranding Zach the Youngblood. I think that's his new name. But Zach Lewis is all. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up? Yeah.
Not that he's not that wild, but...
No, he's
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Yeah.
He's more like the mild card.
You son of a bitch.
And, of course, we cannot forget our producer, Melissa Jalbreath.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Now, we have a ton of stuff to get to today. We have
really
a jam-packed show for you guys tonight. I'd just like to start off... Oh, I'm sorry.
I was so upset that we ended last week when we did, and I was like, no!
Number one rule, always leave them wanting more, I guess. As far as email, we actually had some email this week, as well as some negative criticism, mostly aimed at Zach and myself. First of all, I'll go ahead and take blame for that. I did, during the game segment, some people were saying that it kind of dragged a little bit the way I had. From now on, if we do games, I will have everything set up in advance.
I was going to say, we do take a while getting set up there. It's a little...
That happens.
We definitely do.
It's okay. Well, it was like the last 6 minutes of the show, and we were like, you want to try to squeeze in a game, and we did. And so, yeah, it was a little jumbled, but I think it was all right.
I thought it ended pretty well.
Yeah.
It was good. Now, Zach's rant about Chicken Express received both positive and negative. Way more positive than negative. A couple of my friends definitely said
what was the positive there?
It was... Wait, do what?
What was the positive there?
One of my buddies thought it was really fucking funny. Couple of...
Yeah.
Negative as far as you went on a little long.
Yeah.
With it. And that's
no,
okay.
it was a good.
You also
15
said
minutes,
fucked in the ass a lot. Like you were heavy on the sodomy there.
It was infuriating, though.
It is definitely.
That's how I felt, Kevin.
No, I don't blame you, man. And also as far as outbursts go, just lean away a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
picking up where you put.
You were breaking the needles in half with your.
Yes. What can I say?
Bending them at a 90-degree angle.
Still, on the whole, I liked the segment. I really did.
Yeah.
Now, we actually had a very good email this week from a listener. He went by an alias, Dick Goes In Ya. Very, very clever. Very funny there. He said...
If that's your real name, Jesus. I'm sorry, dude.
I applaud you, sir.
He said, love your show. Here are a couple suggestions for topics. Have you ever played a great prank on a fellow student or professor? What was your most embarrassing moment ever? And he also offered some assistance to Zach regarding his fast food mishaps. And I just want to say thank you, Dick, for your feedback.
Thank you, Mr. Gozinia.
Thank you, Richard.
As far as most embarrassing moment ever for me personally, I think I kind of already covered that on the first show. I can't really think of anything worse than when I pissed the bed with a girl.
What about embarrassing moments in public? That was just the two of you. Given it was drastic.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to think about this one. Does anybody else have something that pops in that comes to mind?
I've been thinking about that one since I saw this. I'm really hard pressed to find something, but if I had to pull something out, if I had to pull something out, I had a urinary tract infection when I was in middle school, and going through a urinary tract infection in gym class. You're constantly thinking about your cock because it always hurts. So
really,
I
can't think of one time in my entire life that my cock hurt.
Have you ever had a urinary tract infection?
Not to my knowledge, no.
You ever tried? No, never mind.
You think about your cock all day long because it's like, oh, my cock, it hurts.
What were you gonna say, Zach? You were now. I'm really curious.
But in gym class, it's kind of like I'm half cocked all the way through gym class. In gym shorts.
Half cocked.
So nice. It's kind of... And it's like... This was happening... I was jogging around the track with one of my ex-girlfriends.
Wait, the urinary tract infection gave you a half boner?
I'm thinking about my cock all day long. Usually when I'm wearing jeans or whatnot and that goes on, it's kind of like, okay, I can hide that. Well, but in gym shorts, it's kind of like there is no forgiveness there.
Yeah, you're pitching the tent once you get the shorts.
Your body's fighting infection. There's blood and stuff rushing to areas. I understand.
But yeah,
actually,
jeans,
that kind of makes sense.
Some other kind of pants, you can hide that. In gym shorts, there really is no forgiveness there. And it's like I hung out with my ex-girlfriend during gym there, so that was really fucking embarrassing.
I can imagine where that would not be I don't even know where I was going with that. Hey, Melissa, why don't you jump in here? I saw our producer, Melissa, coming in. I think she has a embarrassing moment. Maybe she'd like to tell us about.
Well, I think my most embarrassing moment was 2 weeks after I got my driver's license. I left early to drive to the gas station and get a Red Bull before school. And I'm in the parking lot at the gas station, and I'm about to shift into reverse to fix my parking job.
Oh.
And instead of making it to reverse, my foot slipped off the brake pedal, and I ended up inside the gas station.
Inside.
What? No way.
Yes.
You know, my first question here is when you pulled into the gas station, did it make that noise like when you walk in? Like, was it like ding ding? You know what I mean? Like, just to let you know somebody just entered the store?
I think that was drowned out by the crashing sounds of breaking
devastation
beer.
from destroying a storefront. I can see that.
So wait.
Of breaking beer.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like such a sad thing in and of itself.
Where did you come in exactly? Like the doors? Or did you like go straight through a wall?
It was a wall.
Okay.
Brick?
No, it's made out of a material called ephes, which is basically styrofoam covered in spray plaster.
Wow.
So you like went all the way in there, didn't you?
Yeah, no, like the front bumper of my car was visible when you walked inside the building.
So were you over by like the candy or the drinks?
Good
It was
question.
beer, the wall with all the beer.
Ooh.
I hit the beer cooler and knocked it forward, broke all the glass in the front of the beer and all the beer cooler inside the cooler, and punched a hole through the back of the cooler.
Oh, Jesus.
Oof.
What a... Oh.
Yeah, that's
And it
what a
fell
waste.
forward onto a display of Miller Lite
Oh,
Fuck that shit then.
and broke like 8 cases
I don't
of
care.
Miller
I like
Lite.
all beer. Whatever.
This may be the only chance I ever get to ask a woman this. How hard was it for you to pull out?
I actually didn't do it. The cop did
I know
it
how
for
that
me.
feels.
Nice.
Can't pull out.
Yeah, the cop backed
Cop
my
did it
car.
for me. So that you were able to get out through the door? This is really cool. Like, is there like a news story on this or something?
Seriously, like I thought I had a bad like right after I got
Yeah,
my
really,
license.
I've never
I
driven
ran
through
over
it.
a mailbox and I thought that was like super embarrassing. This fucking takes the cake.
I was driving a yellow Volkswagen Bug.
Okay.
I don't know why that makes the story more funny, but it does.
It
In a
really
way.
does.
Yeah.
It really is much more hilarious.
A bug just pounding its way into a gas station.
Yep.
There's nothing funnier in my
The
mind.
the first thing the cop said to me when she came in, she was really nice.
She.
Yes,
Okay.
she. Well,
I feel like it
first,
matters.
The
Was she
first
hot?
thing that happened.
Cute?
She needed braces.
Huh?
She needed braces.
Oh, well,
Summer
that
thief?
doesn't even factor in. When you're looking at I mean, you got to take it down a couple notches anyway when you're thinking of a cop. Because a lot of times chick cops, I mean, are gnarly.
See,
But if the teeth are the biggest problem, then that's kind of cool.
Oh, she was
Okay,
definitely,
we can move off the hot cops.
Well, I was gonna say she was definitely thin with long hair, and she wasn't like homely.
Nice.
But
Not homely.
I was. What happened? So I parked.
continue.
I parked, or I stopped. My car wasn't moving forward anymore. But I hadn't put it in park, and before I had driven in, I'd seen this guy walk out of the building, and he walked past me, and he was walking to a semi truck across the parking, quite a ways across the parking lot.
This is just another customer?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I literally, I've never seen a grown man run that fast. Because he was at my door with the door open, with his hand on my shoulder looking at me,
Are you okay?
before I even knew what had happened. And he's like, "Are you okay, honey? Do you need any help?" And I was like, I don't know. And he was like,
just
"Maybe-"
happened?
And he reaches over and he puts the car in park and he goes, "Maybe you should take the keys out and step out of the car."
All right, well, speaking
Get
of
out of
moving
my face,
forward,
Rape.
And then
I want to throw it off to Zach. Embarrassing. What do you got?
I don't honestly. I don't.
Something's
have
got to
much
pop into your head.
Embarrassing. I have like destroying other people's property. Embarrassing.
I'm talking like little kid. I mean, you can go back as far as you want. Like I shit my pants at the playground once. That's something that I will never forget. In fact, why didn't I lead off with that? That's
Yeah,
more.
please. Yeah, roll into it.
I don't really know that much. I was like 5 years old and I shit my pants at the playground. That's pretty much
You
it.
were 5?
My parents were.
Dude.
No, I wasn't that
If you were
old.
like
I was like
8,
3.
maybe.
You know, exaggeration. I promise I was like
No.
shitting my pants at 5 years old. But my babysitter, my parents were out of town, and yeah, she had like.
Wait, so
We like
did-
go in the bathroom and she like throw away my underwear and stuff, and you know that's obviously not. That doesn't leave a good memory.
So this did not happen at school.
No, at school would have been much more devastating.
I was gonna say if that happened at school, that's like that follows you around for life.
You don't come back from that. There was a kid actually I
No.
knew in high school who shit his pants after he got off the bus,
You
and that was
still
in
remember
fucking
him for
high
that, don't
school,
you?
man. Yeah, the kid like got off the bus was like, I think I shit my pants, and everybody's like, bullshit. And then he shook the poop out of his pant leg.
Log just rolls out.
Yeah, dude, you cannot come back from that. That's game over.
At least he was cool about it.
It might have been middle school, but still, it was a devastating time in life for poop to be shaken out of your pant leg. I know that for sure.
I mean, most of my experiences from like 5 to 16 are embarrassing.
If you're not talking about shitting in your pants, I don't want to hear it. No, I'm just kidding.
I've got another thing that happened to me. It wasn't
shitting pants?
my pants,
Damn it.
but it wasn't shitting my pants, but I ripped a loud one in class one day. It was I remember it was exam day in my geometry class, my sophomore year in
High school?
Yeah, high school.
Ouch. That's
Yeah,
rough.
it was
Possibly
like
the
final
worst time
exams.
ever to rip a fart at school.
It was like final exams. It was like I'd passed out on my desk after I got done. And I remember I woke myself up. It was so loud. It was, but the way I played
Wait, you
it
farted
off,
in your sleep at your desk?
Yes, I did.
That's fucking impressive. How can you get that comfortable at your desk? You must have been in like deep REM sleep, man.
I have no idea. But yeah, I woke myself up, but I played it off like a fucking champ. Just the second it was done, I sat bolt upright and I just said, "What the fuck was that?"
Did it not smell?
I don't remember that.
Right. Your mind is so traumatized by like the actual event.
But other people might remember.
But I reacted so quick to try and cover it up. I don't know if anyone ever caught on to that. If they did, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Man.
All right, wait, we got sidetracked. I had some other criticism things. I lost
please.
track here. Oh,
Do it.
First of all, I want to mention this guy. What's his first name, Melissa?
Oh, Dave?
Dave Allison. This guy's really cool, man. He is giving us some great feedback on the show. He says he loves the show. Keep up the good work. He also went to the trouble to make he owns a coffee shop. He made a special cup of coffee with our name in it and everything, and I thought that was really badass.
It really looks fucking awesome.
It looks really great, and the name of it is the Mill Street Coffee House. They offer premium coffee at a non-premium price, and they also will fix your computer, PC,
it's also a
hardware
computer
or
repair
software.
place.
So keep that in mind, and thanks a lot, Dave, for the great feedback, and keep listening. And let's see, what else did I mention? I mentioned that Zach and I got fucked on for the... and Melissa got fucked on for saying she was drunk too many times.
See, I didn't think that.
You
pick up on
were
that.
you were
You were a little
kinda
drunk.
wasted.
You were. Yes. I
Which,
remember that.
obviously, it's not like I can judge you for that. I get drunk every show.
Yeah, no, not at all.
Another thing I do want to mention about Mill Street Coffee is they're located in Cleburne, Texas.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
However,
forgot
if you
to-
do give them a call, they would be more than happy, especially with computer problems, to help you over the phone.
Nice.
Thank you, Melissa, and thank you, Dave, especially. I think, Corey, we actually had a tweet from, like, my sister or something. You can
Yes.
go ahead and mention that.
Yeah, monitoring the Twitter feed here. Tweeted. I'm sorry, I have such a hard time saying that. Tweeted at Status Bro Show. Your sister had a couple of things.
There was more than one thing?
Yeah,
Jesus.
she talked about a couple of things.
Okay.
She was thinking that we should
Oh,
try the
excuse me.
stuff called Brogurt, a Greek yogurt from men.
Dude, that sounds so sketch.
Yeah, that's really weird.
It's like I looked at the link that she posted on there. It's like a special protein yogurt. That sounds
they make-
that sounds
like a
weird.
dude just-
Frozen Brogurt?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I like yogurt a lot, so I might try and seek the stuff out.
I actually like yogurt, too. I'm totally willing to try it.
Okay, and there was one more thing that she said.
Go ahead, Corey.
She says, quote here, Mr. OCD Kevin Ebling has the
Oh,
most
fuck.
vile bathroom known to man while living with your parents.
Yeah, she told me
Black
she mentioned
mold
that.
on the toilet.
Yeah, no, this
Fuck,
is
no,
true.
you didn't.
Yeah, man, I had maybe the most disgusting. I literally cringe at thinking about some of my younger years from like 18 to 22 range, especially. Yeah, my room is so fucking gnarly.
I have
remember.
such a hard time believing that.
Yeah,
because
me
this
too.
place
Dude.
here is spotless.
No, man, this stuff. I mean, there's like stains on the floor like that I wouldn't clean from like spilled beers, puke, you name it. My buddies, several of them pissed their pants from being so drunk and passing out in my room before, and like I didn't clean that shit up. There's actually one time that I pissed my pants in my bed and didn't want to clean it up so bad. Like I just was so lazy that I just like got a bedroll and slept on the floor for a couple days.
Oh my god, dude.
I remember actually my
That's
dad
lazy.
once came in there like we have this voice for my dad that we always do because my dad's like he's like a distinct character and like we'd always do it because look at his voice it's like this like always sounds pissed and like one day my dad like walks in my room and he's just like looking around in disgust. As I mean, I'm sure any of you would if you walked in there at that point in my life. My dad's just like, God, your room smells like, He like pauses for a second, and he's just like, ass. Like, he's like trying to take a minute to like come up with something like a good adjective that's like funny, and this was like settled with ass. But he's like, God, your room smells like ass.
Your room smells like butt wind.
Yeah, I know that may seem hard to believe now, but trust me, man, I was a very vile
I really
creature.
do find that
like,
hard to believe.
I do.
Like the first
Think
time I
about
got
that,
alcohol
just,
poisoning in college and like threw up all over my sheets. In my drunken stupor, I still took my sheets off and
Yeah.
put them in the dirty clothes.
You know, I don't look at your dirty room as lazy as much as like an incredible feat of procrastination.
No, well, it's true, but
It
as you can
sounds
see
impressive.
now, like that shit would never fly. I mean,
No,
I'm
it doesn't
obsessed.
look like
I went
it, yeah.
polar opposites in the last couple of years.
when you
somehow.
said the other week that you'd be like you'd start getting anxious about leaving beer cans out.
Oh, yeah,
I
there's
can't
no way I
imagine
could
this
ever
at
do
all.
that. All right, anything else? Was there any more in the twatter, whatever the fuck? No, I can't say it either.
Yeah, no, not this week.
Okay. Email. I think that was it. Does anybody want to do? Oh, I'll just. Anybody want to do Oscar talk? Because I don't give a shit, so we can just move on.
I really hold on. I do, but Melissa, our
Oh,
producer,
yeah,
has something
Melissa.
else that she wanted to say.
Go ahead.
We did have a comment on our brand new Facebook page.
We have
Yes!
Facebook.
Thank
Anyway,
you,
yes.
Melissa, for setting that up. By the way.
The Status Bro Show. If you don't find the coffee cup with the Status Bro Show written in it, then you're probably not on the right page.
You're looking at some imposter.
And we don't do a show about coffee or pie.
That's true.
It kind of looks like a pie at first.
That's Dave's coffee that he made us.
Yes, thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
But we did have, I think it's Christine Muir?
Muir.
Mirror.
Oh wait,
Mer?
would this be the
Elusive.
the romantic
Girlfriend?
counterpart of
You know,
Mr.
as
Zach
a
Lewis?
footnote
The
on
young
that, never mind.
Okay, come on,
Anyway,
what?
she did
That's the
ask-
second time you've done that today, and it's piquing my interest.
I'm just gonna throw this out. We didn't
Go
throw
ahead.
out any of your fucking significant others' names, so.
Oh, it's okay, Ashlyn.
It's
I've said
okay. I
Ashlyn
don't
before.
think she minds.
Haven't I
yeah.
said her name
Well,
before?
if she.
And by the way,
you have.
Melissa did that, not me.
If it's a problem, we
Well,
can
she
bleep
said
it
the
out.
name, and then I connected it to you.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
true.
50-50 to blame on
It's
this
too
one.
late.
Yeah,
Sorry
it's a
about
problem.
that.
We
But
can
she
bleep
did
it out.
mention
It's
she
fine.
did mention that she wanted us also to talk about our embarrassing childhood moments. That was one of her
Oh,
her
okay.
tips. But we did
Sorry, I
already
should've
do
let
that.
in
But I
with
wanted
that.
to
I was
make
gonna
sure.
say, was that kind of covered?
But I wanted to
Go
thank
ahead.
her for posting and
Yes, absolutely.
Listening.
Thank you for content.
Yes, thank you
advice.
very much for all of the feedback, everyone who weighed in here. Do you guys really want to talk about Oscar stuff?
I really do.
All right.
You
really
do? All right.
I mean, I will definitely
We'll
talk
give
about
it
it.
a few minutes.
Yeah,
I'm,
I feel like I'm talking too close to the mic now tonight. I think I'm. You know,
Looks good.
well, it does now. I pushed it away a little. I think.
Yeah.
All right, you know.
But
What
it's
do you gotta
okay.
do?
Yeah, we had the Oscars this past Sunday. I don't think any of us really watched, but
I did.
there was some good stuff that happened.
You watched it?
Yeah, well, from 8 to 9, I was kind of popping back and forth from Walking Dead and Oscars, but I still caught most of it.
Okay.
All the
cool.
significant stuff.
See, I was disappointed Seth MacFarlane didn't make a joke about that. Like 7:57, he'd come out and like
You know
look
what?
at his watch and be like, "Bye."
I kind of am too. Like I figured
Like
somebody
I
said
figured
something
for
about
sure he'd make a joke about
it. Yeah,
that. but,
I kind of thought so too.
it's
You're
whatever.
right.
I was so happy that Jennifer Lawrence won for Best Actress.
Oh, you weren't excited for Quivansanzi Wallace?
What the fuck is that?
What was her name? You like butchered it in the first podcast.
I
Oh,
really did.
yeah, I forgot
don't.
about that.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
I'm
who
not
she
even
was.
saying it right. Yeah.
Don't
Oh
worry.
my God, Jennifer Lawrence! I just absolutely love everything she does as a person. Like all the interviews she does.
I love
She
Jennifer
seems
Lawrence as
just
well.
like
I gotta
the
agree
most
with you on
down to
that.
earth girl.
Very down to earth. She's
Totally.
what, 22?
I don't know.
Not to mention Silver
What-
Linings
what
Playbook
did she win
was
for?
definitely the best picture. Of
She
the year.
won Best Actress for Silver Linings Playbook.
Nice.
good job.
You didn't think Argo was?
Oh no, I loved Argo,
You
but
just
I covered all my opinions on on Argo in the first show. I just like it was really good. Just more in the sense of like a very Hollywoody
Popcorn flick, as
Yeah,
you say,
exactly. And I think Silver Linings Playbook did something much more unique, but it totally fits. I mean, it makes total sense that Argo won.
It didn't go to Lincoln. I was happy about that.
Yeah, me too. How many times has Spielberg won Best Picture?
Jesus,
I don't
that's
Private
that's hard to
Ryan and
count.
Schindler's List. No, Private Ryan actually lost to Shakespeare in Love.
No fucking way.
What?
Yep.
Did it really?
Bullshit.
You're kidding me.
Wow.
Possibly the most epic war film of all time lost to Shakespeare in Love.
Shakespeare in Love.
I'm gonna look that shit up.
By the way, let me just mention this week, if I'm a little out of it, I am feeling a little under the weather, but I promise that will not affect my performance. I am a professional.
What, are you sick?
Keep it going.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Oh,
I think I'm getting, it's okay. I'm still going to drink and go out after this.
If I get sick after this, I'm reserving the right on the air to come over here and kick your ass.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Just you feel like you're getting
Just
sick?
don't go on about it
Just
too long.
stop.
Because, and don't yell into the mic.
There was definitely something though that happened at the Oscars that I definitely want to bring to light, especially considering that all of us are RTF majors here. Did y'all see what happened when Life of Pi won for best visual effects?
I remember that moment. I don't remember anything standing out as unusual.
I heard about something going on, some kind of thing. I don't know what. I heard there was something going on with it.
I didn't hear about it.
Well, Bill Westenhofer of the visual effects company that put it out there, I want to say that it was Rhythm and Hughes. Rhythm and Hughes is the name of this VFX company.
Pretty impressive.
He went up
work,
there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a good. They have a bunch of stuff in there. They did
Lighting and
they did Alien 3. They did X-Men, Life of Pi, which won.
Wow.
But yeah, he went up there to accept the award, and he wanted to try and bring something to life that's going on with the VFX community, and he was cut off after 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Which there were other nominees that were up there that like talked for like a minute and a half or more.
Yeah.
He got cut off.
This is best visual effects. That was the award.
Best visual effects.
Okay.
What he was trying to say is that his company, the company that he represented, Rhythm and Hughes, they just went bankrupt.
Really? After Life of Pi?
They went bankrupt.
That sounds kind of odd.
Because the film, they made so much money, but they don't want to pay the companies for the work that these artists put in.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of movies now just trying to, go to Canada to get this stuff done, or because the Canadian government will reimburse the company for the work that they do.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a government-sponsored film industry. And also you got other places like China, a bunch of stuff overseas that'll do it for dirt cheap.
Yeah. Oh, that's bullshit, dude.
So yeah.
May I ask Melissa? Just will you get me a beer just because you're up? I'm not trying to be a dick or anything.
Would you like a High Life or a Natty Light?
I want one of those. Actually, the Bud Ice that's in the drawer there would be great.
That's like the studio that made LA Noire, the Rockstar game. They had a bunch of controversy around.
Fucking
there.
great game, by the way. I love
awesome
Rockstar games.
But yeah, you see a lot of outsourcing with visual effects companies now. And, visual effects, it's such a large part of what the Hollywood industry is now.
Yeah.
There's so many movies that you could try and look at nowadays without visual effects, and you're just looking at a blue screen or a green screen. It's not so impressive now, is it?
Yeah.
Any fucking summer blockbuster film in the last 10 years is heavily reliant on computer graphics. I mean, you just can't avoid it.
Yeah.
Speaking of, you brought up LA Noire. We could touch on just how there's the which, by the way, this fucking came out of nowhere. This PS4 is all of a sudden coming, and I didn't feel like this.
Didn't we try to talk about that last week?
I don't think we definitely did not talk about it last week.
I thought we had it on the
No,
list.
we had it on the list.
It was on the list.
Son of a
we never got
gun.
around to it.
That's why, yeah.
But,
I'm trying to catch up on some of our last week topics that we did not get to.
But hold on, I wasn't quite done with that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, I'm sorry if it sounds like kind of a rant, but it really does kind of get on my nerves here. I mean, it's that one company is not just like a standalone thing. There are a lot of companies out there that it's just happening to, like Digital Domain, Asylum FX, Cinesight. Cinesight is a weird one here.
Really?
Cinesight was responsible for The Dark Knight.
Really?
Yeah, and The Dark Knight grossed billions of dollars. It was like the number 3 grossing movie of all time, was it not?
Yeah,
It's behind Titanic and what was the other James Cameron movie?
For anyone listening who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, I'm in that same boat. So I don't know what y'all don't even know what the fuck y'all talking about still. This is complicated.
I'm on the fence. The Dark Knight didn't have
Avatar.
that much visual effect. I mean,
As
they
far
did
as
a lot of
CG, there's
on-location
not a
shooting.
ton.
Yeah.
Well, it all groups in there. CG,
No,
visual
oh,
effects, and
okay,
whatnot.
I
You
see.
see a lot of green screen, not covered up if it weren't for them. But like a $1 billion grossing movie, and the the company that did the visual effects has gone under.
Yeah, they're getting the short end of the stick.
Yeah, it's a horrible travesty to me, and I feel like we need to support our visual effects artists out there.
Yeah. I agree.
So you see a lot of people on Facebook right now that have changed their profile pics to just a green box.
That's what
this
you
is
did.
in support of that.
Oh, I was
protest.
wondering why you had a fucking green box as your profile pic.
I like it.
Yeah, that makes sense actually.
So yeah, if you want to support your local, or if you want to support VFX artists in general, you can change your profile pic to green, and just just trying to raise awareness with this.
Yeah, let's give credit where credit's due.
Precisely.
Right.
All right. Sorry.
No problem.
I need to
Hey,
get
you know
that
what?
done there.
Corey needed to soapbox, and that is absolutely fine.
Yes.
Sorry if that dragged on too long.
No worries.
I spent like 15 minutes last week dragging on. It's okay.
Pressing on. Melissa, did you have something you needed to weigh in on here?
Oh, I was just gonna mention, I do know some effects artists in Hollywood who have experienced the same problem. When Titanic was made, they called everybody they knew, all the effects artists they could, to come in and help work on that. And now, like Corey said, they're going under because they can't buy their way in anymore.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess somebody will always be there to do it for a cheap dime, and that's what Hollywood relies on nowadays. It's bullshit.
I thought that it's Hollywood though. It's an American industry. We start outsourcing Hollywood. It's a concept that just blows my mind.
We may as well import Bollywood films.
Right? Which go Bollywood, but
Yeah, more power to you.
It's weird. But yeah, sorry, we're getting into a PlayStation 4, right?
Yeah, or I don't know. I don't want to be outsourcing comedy at this point, so let's talk about something funny. Like, let's talk about. I want to go into. I was going to talk about games, but I want to go into something goofy right now.
I'll save it for later.
This is actually Melissa's one of her notes from I think 2 weeks ago. Anybody piss in the shower?
I was thinking about that. I was like, we should talk about pissing.
This is something that I thought was like really fucking disgusting, and apparently tons of people do it. So maybe I'm the one who's missing out here.
Okay, well, you go first. Do you piss in the shower?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because it's not the fucking bathroom. It's the shower.
Well, yeah, but you can
That's
aim
where I
at
go
the
to get
drain.
clean,
The shower's
not
in
where
the
I go to.
bathroom. I do it. Piss
All right.
is sterile.
Melissa, you do it. I know you do it. I already know. So many chicks do this.
Under certain circumstances.
Now, when you
Like-
piss in the shower, do you actually squat over the hole?
No.
What? No, dude.
No, not you guys. Her.
It's like,
I'll piss
wow,
on my
shit,
feet. I don't
man.
even
Obviously,
care.
your dude just
The thing
aim your
is-
snake at the
The
hole.
thing is, as long as I know that nobody else is going to be using the shower after me, or going to be using the shower at the same time, that's cool.
So you've mentioned shower sex before. Would you ever piss in there with your significant other in
No.
the shower?
No.
No.
Yes.
No, that's one of those...
Wait, has your significant other done it while you? Has he done it while you guys were both in there?
No.
No.
Yeah. If
No.
But you guys all do it? Is that what I'm getting
no,
here?
no.
I do it.
I have a point
not
to make
on a
here.
significant
All right.
other. That
Well,
I would not do that.
Okay, first off, with your significant other, if it's mutual between both of you, then it's probably fine.
Like if you're both pissing at the same time.
I would imagine you take turns. Okay,
You're
here's
in
the
the
thing
shower,
with
I
me
don't
and
think it
pissing
really
in the
matters.
shower.
Like,
For example,
I'm imagining this happens and you just make eye contact and you don't break it for as long as you.
I'm the kind of guy that takes his showers in the morning. I'll take them at night, take them in the morning.
yeah. See, I do it at night
It's
exclusively.
nice, wakes you up, but yeah, taking it at night has its advantages too. I do it in the morning. Now, when you wake up in the morning, every morning you gotta piss. It's just the rule.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm not wrong here, right?
No. Everybody's got to
talking-
be
I
like
feel like
morning.
this is a
Piss in the
universal
morning?
truth.
All right, cool.
This is a universal truth.
Yeah, and so I
Next
wake up
actually
in
be
the
like, I don't know about you guys, but I have a boner in the morning sometimes. What's up with that?
Yes,
it's a
okay,
term
on
for it.
occasion I have to shit. It's the weirdest thing. Yeah, and so I'll wake up in the morning. I'll go over. I'll turn on the shower, and I could get in and piss in the shower, but in my head it's like just piss in the toilet. It's right there. So I guess subconsciously I always just piss before I get in the shower.
I'll always.
I
But
actually
if
do
you're-
that same thing.
But
Yeah,
if you're
I piss right
forced-
before I get in.
But if you're forced
Frequently.
to,
No, I will piss in the shower. I'm not saying I won't do it. It's just I don't do it like
if
it's
it,
not something you plan on.
you're picking up.
As
on
you would say, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah, there's something that I'm definitely I understand with. I always have to take a deuce before I jump in the shower.
Always?
Always.
Really?
Every freaking time.
Okay, that's just fucking
Yeah.
bizarre. I never
Because I think it used to be it's like I'd get the urge, I need to take a deuce while I'm in the shower. You jump out and try to dry off. Have you ever taken a deuce while you're still
wet
damp?
shit? Yeah.
Yes. That is a horrible experience.
Kind of sucks.
I think a horrible experience is having to shit right after you take a shower, and you're like, God damn it. I just got fucking clean, and now I got to shit.
Oh, yeah,
like, I thought I had, 24 hours where,
Exactly.
anything gross could happen during that time, and now it just happens right after I got clean.
Yeah,
God
the
damn
same
it.
thing applies.
So do
So
you
I
hold your
started
poop?
taking a
Of course
deuce
not.
before I go in the shower, and now it's an always thing. I turn on the shower, it's like, well, I got a deuce now.
See, I often have
It
to do it
always
right as I
works
wake
that
up in the
way.
morning.
Yeah.
That's almost what gets me out of bed sometimes. I'm like, I just really want to shit. I'm almost excited about it.
You want to or you
Get the
have to?
iPad warmed up.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the iPad is the greatest thing ever to take a shit with. It really is, man.
It's a great companion.
Yeah.
It is. It's perfect.
Well, I use the iTouch, which is the fucking smaller version of the iPad.
See, I
It
can't
really
use
kinda
my
is.
phone. I got to have the iPad. Sometimes when I forget and my iPad's out here and I have to shit with just my phone, I'm like, oh.
A little disappointed
Bummed
almost.
out. Yeah, dude, I want the iPad interface.
I can't play Angry
need
Birds
that.
in 1080p.
I rely on that. It's a good thing.
I know, I like it.
Okay, we done with the pissing on the shower? Because, it was good. If you guys want to keep going.
So, you have anything else you
I
want
think
to
we've pretty much covered everything there is on that topic.
All right, cool.
Let's see. I had. Actually, we're at 30 minutes, and that's a perfect opportunity for a break. So we will be right back. You're listening to The Status Bro. I'm Kevin Ebling with.
Corey Van der Sleen.
Zach Lewis.
And Melissa Galbraith.
We'll be right back.
Status Bro Show. Picking up what you're putting down right after this.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Status Bro Show.
The Status Bro Show.
Status
We're
Bro
all still
Show.
the same people.
Just so you know, to remind everybody, you can contact us. I can't
us.
fucking talk right now. You can contact us at thestatusbroshow@gmail.com. Also, Corey is monitoring our Twitter.
At
And
Status Bro Show.
our producer, Melissa Jalbroth, is monitoring our Facebook page. Just so you know, if you'd like to contact us, and I just want to start off, I know I've been talking about this for the last couple weeks. I always expected we're going to have a fucking guest in here, and fucking Matt Sajak, man, he pulls this bullshit every time. And I gotta admit, it's
Matt.
fucking obnoxious. Like, can we at least, live in the adult world on, some level? Like, if you're going to make a plan, make a fucking plan.
You're
seriously, just do something. Make an appointment. Like, do you ever call the doctor's office and be like, dude, hey, I'm feeling kind of sick. I might be in tomorrow at 2 o'clock. You think that shit's gonna fly? Like, anybody fucking... come on, dude. Just because we do an internet radio show means we're fucksticks?
You are really angry right now. Really
shit.
angry.
Dude, it's annoying. Like, come on, just make a fucking plan. Like,
Yeah.
it's really not that hard. Well, come on, guys. You guys show up here every week on time, ready to go. You do a great job.
Well, yeah, but it's our show.
Yeah, but you make a plan and you make an appointment and you show up for something.
Yes.
Like, that's okay. That's the way the world operates once you're past 9 years old. And even when you're a child, your parents monitor that stuff. You know what? Maybe I should make the appointment for Matt to come in with his mom, and then she'll make sure he's here on time.
Oh man. Oh.
Seriously, though, Matt.
Matt.
You know what, dude? It's not a big deal. Like, if you're gonna come in, don't come in. Just tell me you're not gonna come in. If you're gonna say you're gonna come in and then not come in, then fuck you. It's really annoying. So fuck off. Next week we have a brand new guest, Crystal, who works at a radio station. Will be in here to interview. We're gonna interview her and ask her a couple of things about that. So Matt can suck my dick. I'm done soapboxing. That's it, dude. I'm sorry, but all right. Well, now we
Crystal here, that's going to be awesome. But Matt, the challenge has been thrown down. The gauntlet is up.
The challenge is definitely thrown down.
Come here and defend yourself.
Yeah, unless I think the only way that would ever happen is if we show up at his house and we're like, "Hey, we're here to do a show." And he's still like, "You know what? I got some other things I got to do. Sorry, guys."
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. All right.
Round of applause.
I'm
for
done
our
with
gracious
that.
Host.
Slash rant.
Thank you.
Jesus.
You know what? I was feeling a little ill earlier. I had a couple of drinks, and now I'm feeling back to my normal self.
Hey.
Slash rant.
Matt, fuck off. No, but seriously, come in if you have the time. We'll sit in. We still will definitely allow you in to come in and defend yourself here.
Or we can go to your place. It's up to you, man.
Otherwise, blow me.
Yeah.
And now I'm going
Being
to
very accusatory. Let's talk about. We were talking about food.
Were we?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Bizarre foods.
What will you eat?
Oh, bizarre foods with the
Yes.
Status Bro Show. Yeah.
What was I going to say about that? You guys said you'd eat a beating snake heart. I feel like you're
It's
talking
been
out of
talked
your
about
asses.
before, like the beating heart of a cobra. I would completely eat that.
Okay. here's my thing.
Make
If
me feel
I'm
like a fucking
if
man.
I'm in like a foreign country and over there it's the custom to eat fucking beating snake heart or whatever you eat, and it's like a delicacy.
And it's supposed to be
like,
really good. Like it's like
people
lobster
go out of their
to
way.
them?
Yeah, exactly. Sure, I'll fucking eat it. What's the worst that can
I
happen?
don't think I don't think it's like supposed to be as good as lobster, but it's like
Well,
it's
no, I
a
was just
man thing.
I mean,
Lobster's jumping off.
I could get like
Okay, yeah.
dysentery, but I'm sure beating snake heart's good for your immune system, if anything.
It certainly makes you feel like more of a man
That's
eating
right.
the beating heart of a dead animal.
Well, see, I feel like you guys are at a greater advantage here because you're much more open-minded than me. Like I'm definitely not going to eat a beating snake heart. I think we're like you really. This is where I really want to ask you guys about. What about in terms of genitalia?
Okay.
Would you for like fried nuts?
I've had calf fries before.
Really?
I have.
Were they
what?
good?
Calf fries.
Cat fries?
Calf fries.
Calf
That's
fries.
bull's nuts.
Rocky Mountain fried oysters.
Yeah, you never
How
heard
did I
of
not
that?
know about? No, I never have.
Redneck heaven, man.
You live in Texas, man. Yeah.
Where the fuck have I been?
I've had it before. It was not bad.
Okay, when you
Good
had
on
them,
you.
okay, they were fried,
Yes.
and you probably used a dipping sauce, ranch.
I don't remember.
Ranch. I don't know why the dipping sauce
cheese.
is so
Actually,
crucial.
It's like,
Blue
I don't
cheese.
actually remember if
What
they were
goes
fried
best
before.
with balls?
I don't remember if they were fried before. When I had it, I was at Riata's. That restaurant that got hit by the tornado in Fort Worth. It was in the top of that Bank One building.
Oh yeah, I think I remember hearing about that.
That's where I had it. It was a long time ago. I don't really remember, but I just know I've done it.
Huh.
Yeah.
How much were they?
It is a really expensive restaurant.
Did they charge by the ball?
It's by the platter.
They come in pairs.
Yeah.
Oh, by the
It was
platter. It's like an all-you-can-eat bar.
I would hope if anyone's going to eat my nuts, it would not be 2 for the price of 1.
I don't remember. I remember that we weren't told beforehand what these were, but I remember thinking, not that bad.
Oh, so it was one of those situations. You didn't know going into it?
No, I didn't.
All right.
It was our
Okay,
parents.
that might be
It was our
part of
parents
it.
trying to play a nasty prank on us.
My one buddy, Kyle, I'm sure I've talked about him before. He's a guy who was always getting off the chain or destroying shit and whatnot.
Yeah.
I know he definitely has had them before, and he said he ate them with some ranch, and they were good. In fact, I bet if I called him and asked him if he wanted to come into the show, he would probably actually show up.
Let's
Anyways,
get some Rocky Mountain fried oysters, put some wing sauce on it, dip that in
Wing
ranch.
sauce.
buffalo
I will
sauce.
That's
fucking
it.
do that.
See, I don't think I'd like that because
Absolutely.
I like to specifically associate buffalo sauce with chicken wings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want it on
Buffalo's-
anything else.
I'll put it on everything.
Really?
Everything?
Seriously, everything.
I'm a ketchup man myself. Put ketchup on anything.
See, I
Ketchup is
I
a
like
ruiner.
mayonnaise too. I think mayonnaise is good.
You put mayonnaise on your eggs?
No.
My old roommate used to do
Eggs?
that. He just scrambled
Mayonnaise on eggs?
Mayonnaise, yeah.
Oh wait, hold on a second. Melissa's coming in here. Melissa, this better be fucking important because we're on a roll right now.
I just want to throw out
We're talking
there,
about nuts and go ahead. Sorry.
If you can put it in a plastic packet and store it at room temperature for 50 years without it going bad, it's disgusting.
What are we talking about?
Or
what?
delicious.
Condiments?
Well, yeah, dude, it's
Oh,
funny
okay,
because
fine.
when you ever ask for like mayonnaise to like dip your fries in at a restaurant, they bring you mayo in like a plastic container that's
you-
totally warm, and you're like, what kind of mayo is totally
Hold on,
cool to
hold
sit
on, hold
out
on.
for fucking days?
You've asked for mayo to dip your fries in?
Fuck yeah, dude.
That's weird. I
No,
feel
dude.
Yeah,
like.
see, no, I
that
know
weird?
somebody that does that. That's not that odd.
Fries
I mean,
and mayo is good. So
I
I'm
wouldn't say it's
itched.
normal, but it's not weird.
Maybe it's all
you
the
know
talk
what I
about
mean?
eating nuts. Do what?
It's not like I've seen people do it. It's like when I worked at the movies, people used to get hot dogs and people would put mayonnaise on their hot dogs.
Okay, that's gross.
and then it
That just goes against my
Alright, fuck
principles,
me then. I don't
man.
know what the I'm talking out of my ass here.
No, I mean, I'm sure it does happen. It's something I would never do. Like almost, which is funny because like a hot dog is a thing where like almost any condiment you can mix so much shit together and it's great.
Yeah,
like you
meat
can
and
put
bread.
mustard, ketchup, relish, onions, and like they're all
Wing
delicious.
sauce. I'll do it.
Wing sauce. You probably could put wing sauce, but dude, mayo. Fuck,
It's been done.
that grosses me out.
I'm
Yeah.
sure it's all been done. I used
Well,
to.
Mayo does come in plastic packets.
You know, I guess mayo and
Yeah,
eggs isn't
it
that
does.
weird now that I think
You gotta
about it
put
because
Frosties.
mayonnaise is made from eggs, isn't it?
Is it?
It is.
What
Milk
the
and
fuck
eggs,
is
I think.
mayo,
I
man?
just
Milk
recognize
and
it as
eggs
some
is
fatty
mayonnaise.
substance that tastes fucking good.
So I guess it's not that weird.
Huh.
But see, you know what
never
is
thought
really
about
weird
that. Huh.
is if mayonnaise comes from milk and eggs and it can be stored at room temperature in a packet.
Yeah, but not for that long. Well, for a while, but because I've seen packets that have gone bad.
Really?
That does
mayonnaise
happen.
packets? I
I've
thought
never
mayonnaise,
seen
that,
that
kind of
before.
mayonnaise had a shelf life of like 12 years.
Oh,
I've
it's
never-
a long fucking time, but it does go bad.
It's not quite as long as Twinkies, but
But Twinkies go bad as well.
All right, now look, I hate to detract from this particular subject, but we have a crew member who requested a segment this week to vent a little frustration, and that is always welcome and allowed on the Status Bro Show. So our producer, Melissa, is going to come in right now. She had an unfortunate experience, and I think we'd all like to hear and weigh in on this.
Yes.
Okay, I will preface this with this is halfway my fault. And
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
it's definitely halfway my fault, but I did get a ticket yesterday.
It was your first ticket, right?
Not a speeding ticket.
The first time I have ever been pulled over in my whole life. I mean, I drove through a gas station, and I didn't even get a ticket for that shit.
Oh, by the way, make sure you don't drag it on for like an hour like Zach did, and don't yell into the mic. Thank you.
Anyway.
I'm kidding. Come on, we're all friends
I'm
here.
not even going to justify that with a response, Kevin.
You're not picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm buying what you're selling, but I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
How many of those fucking things do you have?
Like
Whatever,
3.
keep them coming, Melissa.
Right, yeah. Melissa, continue, please.
So, my inspection's been out for quite some time, and unfortunately, I'm one of those people who does not make enough money to have the extraneous $50 it takes to go get that taken care of.
Okay, wait.
Did he say how long it was out?
How long is quite some time?
Yeah, that's kind of a necessary... I can't believe you went that long without being...
6 months.
What the fuck are y'all...
6 months.
Since September.
That's...
Again, this is
that's
halfway
half
my
a
fault.
year.
Okay, you didn't make $50 in 6 months.
Not extraneous.
If you
This
took
is
a
crossing
dollar
over-
out of each
this is-
paycheck, you could have fucking done it.
This is crossing over into 3/4 your fault.
No. Let me
ahead,
clarify that I make $3 an hour. So if the tips aren't good, I don't make that much money.
You just went back to 2.8. Your fault.
Don't strippers make $3 an hour?
Wait, strippers get an hourly wage? I guess that's kind of required.
Do they make a wage?
They have to,
Shit.
right?
Do they?
Well, I don't know. They might work.
That
on
is a
commission.
good question.
Might be like
we need to do some
salons.
research on that.
I'm sorry, I don't want to take away from. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Melissa.
please. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Actually,
Anyway,
Oh,
this
Jesus.
wouldn't
The phone went off.
this
it's my brother.
this
talk to
wouldn't
him
piss
afterwards.
me off so much. I don't think if the cop hadn't been so damn nice about the whole thing.
Oh, I hate that when the cops are nice and they still give you a ticket. That just makes me want to punch him in
He's
the
like,
dick.
"Oh,
So
thank
if
you
you're gonna
for
give me
your
a ticket, be a
cooperation
prick,
today.
because you
Please
are a
sign
prick.
for your ticket." And it's like, fuck you, asshole. I've never been pulled over a day in my life. This is the first time. I mean, I've been
That's
in
the first
car.
time you ever got pulled over?
I've been in the car when other people have gotten pulled over, but this is the first time that I've ever been behind the wheel when getting pulled over.
Don't you just hate that feeling of like when you see the flashing lights behind you and for some reason the first thing that strikes in you is fear and you're like, these are the people that are meant to protect me and I'm shitting my pants and they're
You
pulling
get
me
that
over.
gut feeling that just tugs at your nuts. It's like, oh God, I'm about to lose money.
I'm like,
And
fuck, I
I-
have weed in the car. No, I'm just kidding.
And I knew it was gonna happen. I just pulled up to the stop sign and I saw the cop turn around and park, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Fuck,
Game over.
Today is gonna be that day."
Mm-hmm.
And something there's this little thing in my brain that says turn left. Just turn left at the stop sign
Get the fuck out of there.
and
Yeah.
go and I
Evade.
was,
Bail.
and I
Evade.
didn't do it. I didn't follow my instinct, and
He still would have got you.
probably because I sat at that
They're
stop sign.
crafty motherfuckers.
I know, son of a bitch, and
I got a laundry list of fucking cop stories. Anyways, go ahead.
and it just it really burns my cookies, I guess. That this is I don't even have an accident on my record anymore.
That was way too innocent of a statement. Say burns your ass or burns your balls or something. I mean, come on. What kind of this isn't the fucking Charlie Rose show. You can say whatever you want.
You're making me seem like a fucking terrorist.
Okay, it pisses me off.
It
But
gets your panties in a wad.
but
There you go.
what really pisses me off the most about this damn ticket, I'm holding the ticket in my hand, and
Okay, better hurry up. You're venturing into Zach territory.
it's over a foot long.
Avoid
I just
at
have
all
to throw
costs.
this out there.
It's a lengthy ticket.
It's over a foot long. And what really pisses me off is at the very top, I was pulled over by a UNT cop.
A UNT cop, not a Denton police.
Oh, it was your campus cop. I don't know
Yeah.
why for some reason I thought it was a
I'm
Denton
surprised he
cop.
wasn't on a fucking bicycle.
Quit calling, dude, motherfucker. You know I'm doing the show right now.
And
ahead.
so at the very top, it says county, and then it says Denton.
Wait, hold on. Pause for 1 second. 1 second. I'm going to handle this right now. Hello?
We have a call.
Hey, we're doing the show. We're live right now. What do you want?
Our first caller, the Status Bro Show.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
caller
oh
on
my
the
God.
Status Bro
Status Bro
Show.
Show.
What's going on?
What's up?
What was that? Oh, he farted into the phone. Yeah.
You just hear like a muffled roar roar. I'll take that as a yes.
What are you talking about? We always go from 8 to 9, and that and plus we do a break, so it runs a little.
It is after 9.
This is great radio, isn't it, guys?
It's excellent.
A 55? Okay, this is not good radio. I'll call you after the show. All right, bye.
Don't get defensive, Kevin.
Jesus. Okay, Melissa, continue. Sorry.
Anyway, at the very top of my ticket, it says county, and then it says Denton in all caps with an exclamation point. My question:
Denton!
Who the fuck?
Oh, I should have looked
is
away.
that
I don't want to be
happy?
like Zach. Denton! That's fair.
Who the fuck is that happy to get a ticket from a UNT cop in Denton? I'm sorry.
You said it just the way they printed it on there.
Exclamation point. You should be excited about Denton.
You guys stop leaning away from your mics. Make me feel like an asshole.
Sorry.
We're
dude.
learning from your mistakes.
Yeah,
Training.
thank you.
I mean, okay.
It's credit
granted,
to our
this is partially my
educational
fault.
institution.
But the fact that he's like, "Hi, my name is so and so. I'm going to be your officer today.
I am going to be your ticketing officer for the day.
Can I please see your driver's license and proof of insurance?" And I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Fuck balls. I don't have my insurance in my car.
Huh. Wow, you didn't have your insurance?
I have insurance. I am insured."
Yeah, but he didn't. But he didn't cite you
Didn't
for
have
that.
your current.
No, because I told him, I was like, I told him who my insurance company was, and he goes back to the car to verify my insurance. He takes my driver's license with him, and I'm sitting there, and while I'm sitting there, I'm like, fuck, I'm getting a ticket for this shit.
Yeah.
But like, I'm sure.
Look,
it takes
I don't mean to
him-
put the heat on, Melissa, but you got 40 seconds before you're in Zach territory.
You've been
Whatever.
going for 15
Whatever.
minutes?
So stay.
I'm sure it takes this guy extra
I'm just enjoying
time.
kind of fucking with Zach right now.
Thanks.
I'm sure it takes this guy extra time to look up your insurance.
I know,
And he still
so the
comes
whole
back
time-
and he's not mad about it.
And the
It's
whole
funny
time
because
I'm
they
sitting there, and
can
I'm
look it up and
practically
know if
pissing
you
in
have
my
insurance
seat.
or not.
Yeah.
I feel like I should open the door so I can throw up outside my car because I felt like my stomach dropped out of my ass. So
It is.
You
a
took a
very,
No wonder they gave you a ticket.
That is a very stressful experience. Like that first ticket that you get, you've always got that really high anxiety going.
I remember
And
this
it
like
was
12 years ago. They're coming for his ticket.
I've never gotten one.
No, it was like 10 years.
Never
ago.
been pulled
You
over.
you haven't.
See?
Are you serious,
Yeah,
dude? I got.
never
Oh man,
That'll be a rant.
I
for
got
the ages
speeding.
when I first got
Drug
pulled over.
paraphernalia. Drug
is-
paraphernalia number 2. Fucking. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But this is my first ticket. This is the first time I've ever been pulled over and I get a goddamn ticket. My best friend has been pulled over 11 times and she's only ever gotten 2 tickets.
Is she hot?
Did she
Well,
flash her boobs?
she's sporting some 36 double D's and
Have
some,
we ever met her?
and some baby blues. No,
Can we get her into the show?
no.
Helps. That really helps.
But she's got 36 double D's and some crystal clear baby blues. Man, all she has to do is bat those eyelashes. And
She's
it's
never
like,
gonna get a ticket.
I was serious about her coming into the show.
She can't.
She can't.
She lives.
She won't.
She lives
Never.
in the Middle East, so
That would be kind of a difficulty.
we might be able to get her on Skype, but it'll lag.
Definitely do that.
Okay, no, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I'm sorry. You've been interrupted like 25 times. Now I'm getting Facebook messages for our, and I feel like it might pertain to the show, but it's not. It's actually from Crystal, our guest for next week. So
Really?
we can blame her for stalling out the show by sending us
We
this
can't
message.
just blame you?
Fucking amateur hour.
I'll blame
Go
you.
ahead.
You're checking your phone. Go ahead, Melissa.
I
Put your
just
phone up.
so part of me wonders. I grew up in a state where
Michigan.
yes,
Michigan.
Michigan, where you didn't have to get your car inspected to register it. Like,
By the way, Zach's doing the same thing I am, just not vocally. Go ahead.
you know what? Fuck you guys.
No, it's not for you. It's for Kevin on his
Okay.
fucking phone.
Hey, thanks for the support.
All right,
I said put it
Damn it, I
up.
thought we were on the same page. You're turning against me. You bastards.
But I mean, why do you have to get your car inspected anyway? That's really, I think, really my question. Like, I've had my car. I'm just driving an 09 vehicle. Why should I have to get my car inspected? It's not like there's anything wrong with it. I think you should get waived when you buy a new car.
You know
for
what? I
like
think
10 years.
I think the inspection concept is definitely necessary and like in connection to road safety. I mean, it probably is definitely, or else you could be driving something that's
There's a
totally
reason it's
unsafe.
there, yeah.
I agree.
My friend Nathan.
It's a little expensive though,
My
but it's a
friend-
flat rate, right? State inspection price is state inspection price.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know a couple of guys that will.
But on top of the
Yeah.
$50 that you have to pay to get your inspection done, now I'm gonna get screwed and like monetarily raped
12 seconds remaining, Melissa. Keep going.
for $200 because
Potentially, if
Potentially
you can't get it dismissed.
$200 because if I can't get it dismissed. And I'm thinking, if I didn't have $50 to do it in the first place, why are you just gonna like fuck me harder with this?
Your voice just went up really high when you said that last thing.
It could have been worse. He could have just like bent you over and taken $138 right out of your ass right there. So that didn't happen. Yeah.
How do you take $108 out of an ass?
That's what happened to me.
Very careful.
Quarters.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, that's another thing. People said that Zach said "fucked in the ass" too many times last week, dude.
Well, that's
you were excessive on the sodomy.
That's one. Okay, that's one for the show. I'm out.
You did get fucked in the ass. Dude, don't say that's your only rant. I mean, come on.
No, that's my one fucked in the ass. God damn it. That's my
Yeah.
You sly son of a bitch. All right, that's the 2 times I'm going to say that
Thank
tonight.
you.
That's it.
Does anybody else have any good cops, like fucked up cop stories? I got
I do.
tons, man. All
I
right.
do. I definitely have one.
Please tell me it's something better than a speeding, like, or something. I mean, it's more fun when it's with like drugs or nudity or lewd conduct or something.
No,
I got some.
none of that.
What is yours?
This is the first time I was pulled over. I was with my buddy, also named Kevin. We were driving to the mall.
Sounds like a cool guy.
Sounds like an asshole.
There was a guy that was next to us that I could have sworn it was a dad and his kid, like they're trying to teach him how to drive stick shift or something. But it seems completely unrelated at the time. But my buddy Kevin, he leans down to tie his shoe, and I take off from the light, just like, "Hey, fuck you guys!" Like mile down the road, we pull into the mall parking lot. I pull into my space, and all of a sudden, there's flashing lights behind me. I come and find out that the person that was in the car next to me was actually an undercover police officer.
Wow.
And I was like showing excessive speed right there. And we got pulled over like this because he was like, "Oh, I saw your buddy leaning over in the passenger seat. I think he was stuffing drugs under the seat."
Wait, what kind of car are you driving?
Jeep Grand Cherokee.
Oh, okay. So not like a muscle car like you got now.
No.
Definitely not a stoner mobile.
Yeah.
But I mean, he sees my buddy leaning down in the seat, and he automatically assumes, "Oh, he's hiding drugs."
Wow.
But
Were you hiding drugs?
No. Oh. He was tying his shoe.
Oh, okay.
He was eating a pear.
But so yeah, the first time I get
Laced
pulled
with drugs?
over, the first time I get pulled over, I get this nonsense, and it's like they're patting us both down. They're asking if they can search the car, and I'm like, I don't know. It's like, "Why are you so nervous?" "I've never been pulled over before. This doesn't happen to me." It's like, "Why are you nervous?" Like, dude. Have you never?
Yeah, really.
You never had that opportunity to pull someone over for their first time.
It's undoubtedly unnerving. I mean, there's no way to avoid it, dude. Your fucking heart rate is going. I get like heart palpitations as soon as
And
you
I was
see
getting
fucking
pat
flashing
down.
lights.
I had a hand like investigating around my crotch and whatnot. They're looking for cocaine in my car.
Dude,
And
they
on top
grab
of that-
all over your junk, man.
Oh yeah, they got all on my balls.
Yeah.
And they also, I also had a scanner in my car. Because at the time I was really interested in storm chasing. The guy was like, "Why do you have a scanner in your car?"
Why do you have a scanner in a Cherokee?
I can see it.
Yeah, I like doing storm chasing and stuff like that. But he was like, "There have been a lot of thefts around in the area, in the mall area right now. I want to know why you have a scanner." And it's like,
Why did you have a scanner?
like what?
Like, I understand what, like, Ryan Gosling and Drive has a scanner. Like, that makes sense. But or somebody at, like, a NASCAR race has a scanner, you know, so you can, like, hear the free... But, boy...
I'm monitoring weather radio and, like, other storm chasers in the area. They, like, I had the storm
That
chaser
comes-
frequencies in there.
That comes through, like, on a scanner? You can listen to like, that kind of shit?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So what happened in the end? You get
Sorry,
back in-
I got hung up on the
You
scanner.
get back in your car with your friend. Your friend's like, "Dude, thank God they didn't search my shoes." Jesus.
Well,
They
in
will
the
search your
end,
shoes.
Right.
you know, that guy that was in the car that, you know, decided to phone it in and have us pulled over, you know, it's kind of like he was the asshole there. They
Right.
couldn't really get us with anything. They were just like, "All right, be more careful. Go about your day."
Yeah.
It's kind of like, fuck you guys. Of course, it was my first time getting pulled over. I was like, "Thank you, sir."
I do have another decent
Understandable.
being pulled over story.
I want to hear Kevin's story real quick.
Yeah,
He sounds
let's-
like he's got a
Yeah,
laundry
Kevin's got
list,
this
as you
look on
said.
his face like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what specifically to go to. What do you guys want to hear?
Let's
sounds
go
like
with
you have a lot.
Like a
first
drug story?
drug. Yeah. That sounds
First
good.
drug? Oh, very first drug offense? Oh, yeah. That is a funny story. I'm such a fucking asshole. All right, so this is like right after college. Right after high school, I went to community college, which we discussed before. How I, kind of pretended to go to college.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm kind of standing up. Is it still my level?
I see you.
Okay. Yeah. So there was this girl I was like kind of interested in at the time that I would hang out with. She was still in high school because like I was never cool in high school. It was only after high school that I was cool to the high school kids. So it was like,
become
cool,
the
I
older
could
guy.
finally be cool. Yeah. I was like fucking Matthew McConaughey and Dazed and Confused type shit.
I get older.
I ended up
they
dating that
just
chick
stay
for like
the
3 years,
same
by the way. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so she was like, you should come. I was like, hey, like, I have some weed. We should hang out, like, smoke. She's like, yeah, it sounds cool. And my other buddy was like, yeah, dude, I'm going to go over there too, but I'm going to go first. So I was like, that's cool. So he got there and, like, walked into her house, and just hang out. This is, like, middle of the fucking day. So, like, I showed up, and
school day?
Same thing, parked her, like, outside her house, walked in, and we're like, back then this was back when, like, Oakley sunglasses were, like, super cool, so I kept, like, my pipe and my weed in my Oakley case. I thought that was cool, like, bust out my case.
Nice.
Like, yeah, like, look at this shit. And
I'm the fucking man.
so, like, yeah, we're gonna get stoned. Like, check out my pipe. It was yellow. We called it Sunshine. I was like, yeah, that's cool. So
You had a name for it.
yeah, Sunshine. So I busted out Sunshine, and we like loaded up. I took a couple of rips, and like at that age, everyone's always freaked out about the cops when you're getting stoned.
Oh, yeah.
Like no matter what, dude. Like as soon as you take a rip, you're like, and looking behind your shoulder, like, dude, I swear the fucking cops are here. Like you're just hearing sirens in your head. So like we're like trained for this almost. At that time, I was like a relatively seasoned stoner. So we ripped the bowls, and we're all kind of sitting around like just in our backyard, like yeah, whatever. And all of a sudden, the fucking we like heard the doorbell ring from inside. Like it was a loud doorbell, and we were like, "What the fuck is that?" Matt and I are like just sitting there. Matt, the same fucking guy who didn't show up tonight, by the way. Fucker.
Matt Sajak,
He's involved in this story, and he still made out better than me in this story. Fuck Matt. Anyways, like so, the girl, we'll call her Holly. This is a made-up name. At the time, like, goes and looks through the window, and she's like, I can't really see. So she walks over to her gate, and she's like, it's the cops. And we were like, so she, like, says it, like, casually. Matt and I are like look at each other, like, instantly, and we're like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no words are mentioned. So, like, I don't even grab myself, like, off the table. I'm just like, fuck. Matt's, like, already running. So I'm like, ooh, I gotta run, too. So, like, jump up out of my chair, and, like, as I'm running for the fence, like, I'm gonna scale a fence. This is like I want to say like an 8-foot wood fence. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna jump that and like run. So I'm running towards the fence,
run up at
and all of a
Matrix
sudden,
style.
dude, fucking gate flings open, gun in my face. This guy's, get the fuck down! I was like, holy shit! So I dropped to my knees, like thinking that was cool, and then the fucking guy grabs me by the back, and, like slams me down, like face down the ground. He's like, I said down, and I was like, shit! So she's the guy's neck, like knee in my neck, and like I'm getting handcuffed. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like this is Flower Run, Texas. Also, I'm being like handcuffed, like thrown on the ground. It's like a straight up episode of Cops. And so, yeah, dude, and like Matt's like halfway climbing up the gate, but Matt was smart, like jumped off the fence, and was like, I'm cool, dude. And they like handcuffed him too. And they dragged over me, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to jail. Like my life's fucking over, man. Like this is horrible. And they're like, what'd you do with the weed? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like it's probably still sitting there. They're like, did you dust it over the lawn? I'm like, I just fucking told you. Like, you tackled me down at gunpoint and handcuffed me. You think I'm gonna bullshit you now? And
I'm already in handcuffs. What the fuck
so
can
the
I do
guy,
now?
like, still in handcuffs. He sits me down. I remember this specifically. Like, sits me down on the diving board. And I guess at this point, they kind of believe me. And he takes off my hat to, like, look at my hat to see if I'm, like, storing contraband in it. What a fucking dickwad. And then he sets my hat on top of my head backwards, where it's like just resting on the top of my head, so I look like a fucking total douchebag. And I remember like just sitting there on the diving board, like, God, dude, like this is fucking rock bottom. Like, and Matt, if he was here, he could tell you. He remembers like looking over and be like, dude, Kevin looks like a fucking idiot with his hat sitting on the back
Can you
of
at
his
least
head.
put my hat back on so I don't look like a fucking tool?
They didn't find any weed. And they're like,
didn't?
Matt for some reason decides he wants to go like stone face, like doesn't want to tell the cops anything. They're like, can we search your car? And he's like, no. And they're like, why not? And he's like, I want to exercise my right to not let you search my car. And like goes on in this like back and forth with the cops for so long. And they're like, Kevin, can we search your car? I was like, yeah. And so they're like, well, Kevin gets to go home today. You're going to jail. And he's like, nope. And keeps going on with the cops like for so long. And he's like, fine, I'll let you search my car. There's a fucking stem in there. And they find the stem and they're like, we don't really care. There's like a huge weed stem that like a bunch of weed had been on at one time. And so they write me a ticket for paraphernalia, even though the stem is obviously paraphernalia. Matt skates.
Really?
So I get a fucking ticket.
What?
End of story.
Fucking
Yeah.
crock of shit.
And by the way, that cop, like, he was like the senior officer, the guy who came to the back gate. He was like, by the way, dude, I'm so sorry I had to take you down like that. But like, I'm sorry I had to wave a gun in your face. And I'm like, dude, it's cool. Whatever.
I'm sorry that I have to sue you for police brutality.
Thanks for the ticket, shitwad.
I did have a friend in high school who badged weed, so she didn't get busted.
Wow.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I wasn't.
She stuffed
I was,
weed in her snatch?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
So she wouldn't get busted for it when they patted her down.
That's hot.
that's kind of ballsy.
But my story
Question
is
mark?
my story is not quite as awesome as Kevin's.
That
But-
takes
Relax, I
the
think
cake,
that story sucks. It makes me like a total fucking pussy. Whatever.
Got slammed to the ground by a cop. Where
With
like
a
badge
gun.
of honor.
Like,
Yeah, man.
but I was.
Am I the only one who's ended up in handcuffs from their story?
I've never
I
been in
so.
police handcuffs.
I've been in handcuffs.
Yeah,
not from the
but
cops.
not from cops.
I've been in handcuffs to that fucking movie we made for like.
So we were.
Your handcuffs.
Yeah, my handcuffs.
Thank you, by the way.
I was with a guy at the time, and he had a kid, but
Sounding
the kid
better
was
and better.
the kid wasn't in the car. But we were with
Why is
another
Melissa
one.
always with like 40-year-old dudes in these stories? Like,
I was with a friend of mine. We'll call her Shannon for the show. And
I was with this guy. He had a grandchild, and for some reason,
He's
But
a
we're
war
all, the
vet.
three of us were in the car together when this happened.
he was in Nam, and
He was a veteran.
Anyway, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
We were in Flower Mound. We just crossed over into Flower Mound on 3040.
Why does shit always happen in Flower Mound?
And this cop pulls us over. He pulls us
Flower Mound
over and he
cops are
goes, "Can I see
dicks."
your license and your insurance and everything?" He goes, "I'm not going to write you a ticket, but I want you to know, I just wanted to make sure you knew that the speed limit dropped 15 miles per hour when you crossed into Flower Mound." He's like, "I wanted you to be aware of that because it isn't posted. I'm not going to write you a ticket for it because you're not from around here. It's cool." So he walks back to his car, runs the dude's information, and he comes back to the car and he says, "Son, I'm going to have to ask you to step out of your vehicle, please."
That's a scary
And
statement.
I'm
that's
sitting
always
in
a
the-
red flag. Man.
And I'm
You're
sitting
like,
in the
"God
passenger
damn
seat.
it."
I'm like, "Oh fuck."
I feel so vulnerable outside of my
Going
car.
out with a felon, damn it.
And so
My
he-
levels may have definitely been bending
and
the
so he
needles
go-
on my
and then
story,
we're-
by the way.
I'm
So
sitting
you
in the
can
car,
break
my
my
friend
balls
is-
about that next week, Zach.
And my
Go
friend
ahead.
is sitting in the back seat, and she looks at me. She's like, "Shit." And so we're just sitting there, and he comes up to the window after he handcuffs it and sits him down on the curb, and he says to, he waves the flashlight around in the car, and he says, "So, who has a baby?" Because there was a car seat in the back seat. He goes, "So who has a baby?" And I was like, "Oh, that's him. That doesn't have anything to do with us." And he was like,
Judging from
Were
the
you-
age of this guy, I thought it might have been your car seat.
And he goes, and he was actually younger than I was. Thank you very much.
Okay, sorry.
And he goes, "Were you aware that this gentleman had 2 outstanding warrants?"
Obviously not.
I was like, no, I wasn't, actually. He's like, "Well, I'm going to have to ask you 2 ladies to step out of the vehicle, and I'd like to see your driver's licenses if you have them." Fuck balls.
Wait, warrants for what?
Yeah, did
2
he say?
unpaid tickets.
That's it?
Oh.
Oh, Jesus. I had a warrant out for that before. That's another good story.
But these are like outstanding.
I'm thinking a warrant out for his arrest for like a violent murder or something like that.
That would have actually made the story more interesting.
What I was hoping for.
But it's like by now it's like 1:00 in the morning, and so we're out of the car, and he's like searching the car and stuff like that, and we're just sitting there. And he's like, "So, are you young ladies very well affiliated with this young man?" I was like, "We're sort of dating, but I think that's all over."
We're in an
now."
hour and 2 minutes right now. The meter is running.
You know what,
Hurry
Kevin?
up.
One of these days I'm gonna come over. You're gonna say that
Wrap
I'm
it
gonna
up.
come over there and I'm gonna punch you in the nuts.
You're wasting
And
more
that's
time criticizing me.
Right in the dick, Kevin.
But it just.
Fucking balls.
So I had to go bail him out. And at night, I don't know if you knew this, but jails don't take credit cards after like 5 p.m. And they don't make change.
I didn't know.
That's not something that ever even factor into my jail thinking.
Yeah, they don't make.
I've literally never thought about that before.
Yeah, they don't make. They also don't make cash change at 2:00 in the morning. So
You know, I
go get a
thought that
bond?
might be a problem.
but the officer had to be the nicest man I've ever met in my life. He said, "It's going to be a little while, so you may want to go. There's a Walmart down the street that you can go, use an ATM and wander around for a little while.
52 seconds. Continue.
He's like, "Here's my card. If you need to call my cell phone to find out why he hasn't quite made it to the jail yet." And I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Motherfucker." And he's like, "And I just want you to know."
He's hitting on you.
Yeah.
He's hitting on you.
He's like 50.
Was he also one of your
established
ex-boyfriends?
you
It's kind of young, isn't it?
We've well established you don't really discriminate
guy.
based on age.
Hey, I've never dated anyone over 31. So.
Oh, well, yeah. But that person that you dated when they were 31, how old are they now?
Mathing is happening.
Probably 33.
Oh, that's not as old as
Okay. I can't. Yeah,
But,
that's not.
you
bad.
know,
That's not bad.
Wait, how old were you when he was? Oh, okay, never mind.
I'm still
2
gonna.
years ago.
I'm gonna do this again. Look, we only got
Nothing.
probably to half the stuff we needed to this week.
Fuck.
We
And,
still have
um,
so much.
It's
to
that
cover.
time again, isn't it?
I want to say thank you to our guest Matt Sajak for coming in. Suck
Thank
my
you,
dick.
Matt. Yeah.
Maybe we'll see you next week, or yeah.
Oh, next week we have Crystal.
Oh, that's right. We have a real guest next week. Someone interesting. Crystal will be coming in to talk about working on a real radio station. Very exciting.
We'll see you here, Crystal.
Yes.
That's all we got. Anyways, on the Status Bro Show, I'm your
That's
host,
not
Kevin
all we
Ebling.
got, but that's where we're.
No,
Gonna
that's not absolutely not all what we got, but I'm joined with, as always, Mr. Corey Vandersleen
Hey, we'll see you next week.
and the Young Blood,
Zach Lewis.
and our very lovely producer.
Melissa Galbraith. And if you all happen to have any very interesting cop stories that you'd like to share on Facebook, please throw those my way.
Yes, please do, and
If
you
you have
can
any
email
questions
us.
or comments, you can tweet us at Status Bro Show.
And our email.
Our email, thestatusbroshow@gmail.com.
Thank you all for listening. We will be next. The second week in a row that I did that.
Oh God!
We'll be back next week on the Status Bro Show.
See you there.